probably wait a minute or two before I walk back towards the Christmas lights, just to let people have time to join. Look a little bit on the fence there. No, that's the Mountain View Hotel. Presbyterian service, we done, for the longest time, we done a discipleship meetings here on Monday nights. Now we do them at the table, which is a little bit closer to my house. Ironically, it's a little bit closer to where most of us live that go there. Well, not the few people live in the apartments, but a lot of us live up this way. Of course, nearly every one of us that go to the discipleship meetings, with the exception of a few husband and wife couples, live here in town within walking distance of the table and walking distance of the Presbyterian service. So I'd like to point that out. Then we'll walk up Main Street and see all the beautiful Christmas lights. Wish everybody Merry Christmas, then we'll go home. Hello, everybody. Let's see. I don't have any Union Pacific Railway spikes. I think call it half. I think Norfolk Southern Union Pacific mowers, they were talking about mowers, and I don't know if it was finalized or not. Last I heard, they were waiting on some it was in the process of being finalized, but I haven't seen any updates to see if it was. Oh, there's a mystery, though. I want to point something out before I get the Christmas lights. I can't show the under part of this because it's too dark to see down there, but you know, the Circle Creek's got plenty of water in it. There's an old tunnel underneath the former railroad right-of-way, what used to be the White Oak Railway, which crossed over top of well, actually, this line was part of the White Oak Railway, too. But they had a spur line that came up here, and they had another line that went up the hollow there. But most of what the track that's left here is used by R.J. Corman, was built by the Glenzine Eastern. That's still left because most of the track is built by the White Oak Railways on the opposite side of Dumblin Creek. By the way, the train went by, it left tracks. One did go by when I was getting off walk, but I didn't have time to film it, or I would have. Because I'm getting off walk and I can hear the train going through town. Of course, this crosses below my house. Those that's followed me on YouTube for a while know I probably over filming this crossing. I'm always filming it. I think I might do a little bit too much video filming here. That'd be cool to see a lot of Union Pacific spikes. Keep hearing this beeping noise. I don't know if my phone's picking up or not. It's not a very loud one. But something they started doing not too many years ago, stringing the lights from poles to pole here. Apparently I used to do this back in the day, before my time, because I talked to a lot of old timers who remember them doing this. And then it's a tradition that Mount Hope brought back. I seen this in Charlestown, West Virginia, when I was there last year around Christmas. And I wanted to film some in Harper's Ferry, but the weekend I was there, I got really bad sick. Not making it up there for the holidays this year. Probably won't be up there and around the Harper's Ferry again until at least March. And that's when I'm going to try to do a trip on the Appalachian Trail. It's got to be, oh, come on. If I can see to actually do that. Now I can't see very much because that car had really, really bright light. That time I hate when those cars go by with those bright LED lights, it helps. Oh, by the way, I got a Facebook channel called Waldo's Events just now. If you want to check that out, I do a lot of videos there too. Sometimes you can see a sneak peek what's coming on my YouTube, because if I have a good day rail fanning or hiking, I'll put up a bunch of photography work a few days before I post a video on my YouTube. Of course, some of the videos will be on Facebook only. A lot of my Amtrak videos, I've been just doing Facebook Reels only because I do so much better on that Facebook page than I do my YouTube. There's a Christmas tree that sets a little high off the ground. I've been doing that since for the past 3 or 4 years too. Where you put the Christmas tree on top of the block there, Mount Hope Community Center. That's the original YMCA building for the city of Mount Hope, built in 1921. That's a weird noise. And that building, that's probably the original high school. Well, the original high school burnt down in the fire in 1910 and was rebuilt. And then they built a new high school on the bypass where I moved the schoolhouse market. With everybody's heads up, I will be leaving the schoolhouse market eventually, probably sometime within the next couple of months. Okay, sounds like how you announce your name. I'll say hello to everybody. Having trouble focusing my eyes and seeing good right now. Had a few of those cars kind of, the LED lights kind of blind me a little bit, and I don't see the best at night. I don't think I pointed out the snowflakes in the windows on Sumate's building. He always decorates nice too. He always has that monkey always pops up around Christmas time, and then the monkey disappears after Christmas. Now that little decoration there used to spin. I think I spinning a few days ago. Now I'm doing the live stream. It's not spinning. I don't know what happened. That street light's out. Now, bonbons are still for sale, by the way, just in case anybody's curious. If I ever get lucky enough to win the lottery, I'll probably try to buy bonbons because ironically, somebody else is looking at bonbons with the same idea I had if I had the money to do it. Talking about the Airbnb, the apartments upstairs for people that travel coming to visit the New River Gorge and surrounding areas. I thought about that, and there's a family looking at it that's been there a couple of times that's talked about it, but I think they want Dean and Duck to go down a little bit before they buy it. So I don't know if they're going to buy it or not. That be cool if somebody bought bonbons because they get 3 storefronts, 3 houses in the back, along with I don't know how many apartments. The station I was growing up in the 90s, WTNJ was there. I think they're still in business. There's them over in Beckley now. I'm listening to a lot of, I stream a lot of the music. I don't know what exactly the new schedule should be up here. Come to visit. I work here now, and we got some good food. I think the new schedules, new hours would just be every Friday and Saturday from 11 to 8, closed on Thursdays and Sundays. Although come springtime, we'll probably add more days again. It's just we're not getting a lot of business this time of year. And I enjoy walking there, and I enjoy the food. Oh, Mike's on the phone right now. In the future, I need to give him a heads up with a live stream like this so he can start the smoker and some of the food in the live streams. Because I sewed the table in my videos in the past. I got a couple sorts where I sewed the smoker and sew inside the table. Also, I want to point out where just Fridays and Saturdays will be where we're open from now on. Well, I wouldn't say from now on, just until spring. I get January and February. There's a lot of customers that come are people from out of town. That's where about a lot of customers, because there's a lot of local people too. I know as one of the locals that's eating there on a regular basis because I live up on the hill and can walk down the hill and be there. Now that I walk there, my meal's included so I get my employee meal. So I'd like to put that out. That's mainly one to do the live Christmas light thing, make it more fun. Instead of filming and uploading later, I could do it live as I film. Oh, by the way, they were walking a couple of nights ago. I don't know what happened. They suddenly quit walking. So did the butts on the fence. The fence has got lights all the way up to there. I don't know what happened. A few nights ago, they were walking. Now they're not. Most of the lights, too, are still working. I know they talk about string on the poles all the way through town, but didn't. But they still decorate the poles because if you notice, all the telephone poles all the light poles, I should say, to Mountaineer March decorated. These are street light poles, not telephone poles.